Hi, I'm Esteban Martinez and I've been practicing Shodo for about 18 years now. It all started in 1998 when I traveled to Tenshinkan Dojo, Toda Shihan's headquartered dojo in Chicago, to participate in the Kenshusei summer training. During that time, I lived in the dojo and trained under Toda Sensei and his senior students and other ushideshi. At the end of my training, Sensei gave me this calligraphy. The calligraphy is a certificate of sorts. It states that I completed the training. The two characters in the center are Shin-ki, meaning soul and spirit. It was this calligraphy that set me on the path of Shodo practice. I wanted to learn how to do that, so copying this calligraphy over and over and over again was my first lesson in Shodo. Unfortunately, Sensei passed away in 2001, so I never had the opportunity to learn Shodo directly from him. So the next 10 years, I basically taught Shodo to myself through books and copying the works of other masters. Now that all changed in 2008 when I met Maki Sensei, my formal calligraphy teacher. She then taught me the fundamentals and basic techniques of Shodo. From then, I continued to practice Shodo, merging different styles to create my own. I integrate Maki Sensei's precise techniques in penmanship with the more creative style of Sen calligraphy. The Sen calligraphy style that I practice is the one developed by Omorisogen Roshi from Daihonsan Shosenji in Hawaii. That style of calligraphy is influenced by the teachings of Yamaoka Teshu and the Jubokudo school of calligraphy. That approach to calligraphy is about connecting mind and brush and to let your true self realize on paper. It focuses less on transmitting the meaning of words and more on transmitting the feel of what you're brushing. So Germano Sensei was very kind to ask me for a few pieces of my calligraphies to be displayed at this art gallery. I'm truly honored to be featured here, so I would like to take a minute and talk a little bit about them. These 4 calligraphies contains the verse that says, "The question of life and death is a great one. Impermanence comes quick. Value every moment. Time waits for no one." These 4 phrases are often brushed on the han, a wooden sounding board used to announce monastic events in many Zen monasteries. The words are to inspire practitioners to immerse themselves fully in the practice, whether it's sitting meditation, working, cleaning, chanting, or cooking. Every moment matters. Every activity should be performed with one breath and one mind. The question of life and death is great because there is no answer. The answer is that nothing is said to last forever. That of which is born is said to die. Time flies quick. Time is precious. Time is the one thing we have that we can't make more of. From the moment we are born, all we are doing is lose time. Value every moment. Be present in every moment, fully aware and awake because time waits for no one. This was one of my favorite things to brush. Nichi nichi korekujitsu. Every day is a good day. This phrase comes from an old koan of the Blue Cliff Records. The story goes that Umon said, "I do not ask you about 15 days ago, but what about 15 days hence? Come, say a word about this." Since none of the monks answered, he answered for them. Every day is a good day. The answer to a Zen koan is not found in the intellectual mind, but in the mind that transcends the duality of existence, life and death. We are not separated from each other. We are one with all things. Life and death are the same thing. Of course, this is easier said than done. We always try to find explanations to everything using our intellect. In this case, when Unmon refers to 15 days ago, he was talking about enlightenment. According to the lunar calendar, the full moon appears 15 days before the new moon. This is why the Chinese New Year celebrations last for 15 days. The full moon represents enlightenment. Unmon was asking the monks to talk to him not about the moment of enlightenment, but what about after such experience? The monks have no answer. This is because they thought the goal was to reach enlightenment, while Umon didn't care about it. He wanted to know what happens after realization. To which he replied, "Every day is a good day." To think that good is the opposite of bad is to think that they are two separate things, when they're not. Every day becomes good days after you realize that only today exists. There is only this moment in time. This one reads Sa ichi so chichi. Sit first -7. Modern society runs at alarming speeds. We're constantly connected, wired, thinking, deciding. Most times we make decisions without understanding or thinking things through first. This phrase in Japanese means ichi ni sa shite chichi ni hashiru, or first you sit, then in 7 directions you run. To sit first is to take a moment to breathe and relax. Take a moment to be mindful and realize your surroundings. Then run 7 directions is to tackle the world one thing at a time, or all at once. Therefore, what this means is think before you act. This one reads, Kyakka o miyo, watch your step. A monk once asked Kakumyo, what is the essence of Zen? To which Kakumyo replied, watch your step. This does not mean to be careful and watch where we walk. Instead, this means to be mindful of everything we do, both physically and mentally. Every step counts. Every step should be taken wholeheartedly. This one reads, Shinge Muho. There is no Dharma apart from the mind. In the case number 30 of the Mumonkan, or the gateless barrier, says Daibai asked Baso, what is Buddha? Baso said, this mind is Buddha. Dharma is the teachings of the Buddha, but the kanji for Dharma also means law. If we understand Baso's answer that this mind is Buddha, then we realize that there is no Dharma but our very own mind. From a Zen point of view, there is nothing but mind. Mountains are mine, clouds are mine. However, the word mind does not refer to our brains. Mind is not an organ. Mind is the place of emptiness where thoughts arise, where Dharma lives. And this one is kan, or barriers, and specifically brushed in the style of Omori Sogen Roshi. This word comes from the first case of the Mumonkan, where a monk asked Joshu, has a dog Buddha nature or not? And Joshu answered mu, which means nothing or no. In the Mumonkan, Mumon's comment to this case says, to realize Zen, one has to pass through the barriers of the patriarchs. Enlightenment always comes after the road of thinking is blocked. If you do not pass the barrier of the patriarchs, or if your thinking road is not blocked, whatever you think, whatever you do is like a tangling ghost. You may ask, what is a barrier of a patriarch? This one word, mu. That's it. I want to thank Germano Sensei for featuring me and showcasing my calligraphy with all of you. I am truly honored. I wish I could be there with all of you to meet you and enjoy the night. I also want to thank Dosi and everyone at Tendokan Dojo and this art gallery at the Center for Japanese Culture for helping putting all this together. I really appreciate it. Thank you all, and I hope you enjoy the calligraphies. And if anyone has any questions about Shodo in general, feel free to contact me through my website, Kohisu Shodo Studio. Thank you everyone, and enjoy the exhibition.